Hello everybody, as you can see I'm at another historical site. It's Wednesday the 25th of August 2021 and I have decided to visit this place. It's Huntly Castle and welcome to another vlog. There's quite a bit here in the main courtyard. So you've got in the middle there the stables, and then over here you have, I have a hoverfly flying around me. So here you've got the tower house. You can tell it's a tower house because it would go up like that, of the older part of the castle. Then where I'm standing now is the brew house and bakehouse, and then you've got the main palace itself. Remember there was a Motte and Bailey castle here before, but the main palace, the palatial residential area, and you can tell the design, when it was 1400s, 1600s, is here. Then you've got the East Range there, the loggia there. You have a roadway on the outside there, we think, or they think. And there's a ravelin which is further down in that direction. You'll probably see the little mound there, ravelin, and we'll get to that a little bit later. These two buildings here, you've got the brew house and then the bakehouse. I'm going to go into the bakehouse. Obviously bread's a staple food in all these houses. The finest loaves for the Earl and the family, but there was other loaves that were made for basics, for peoples. And then we have the brew house, where they made the beer, because water wasn't something they would drink even though there was a river nearby, because it was very contaminated and not purified. So they would drink different types of beer. They'd have a light beer that everybody would drink, and then probably have a stronger one as well, because it was safer. The east range of the castle. So it's saying there used to be 3 castles here. So you've got the Motte and Bailey, the original. I'll assume the Motte is over there. Then you've got the Tower House Castle, which is the one over there, and then you've got what they call the Chateau, which is the bigger building and all the surrounding areas. The castle was originally called Strathbogie. It was changed to Huntly in 1506, but it was known as Strathbogie until the 1600s, when the castle was finally came out of use from the Gordons themselves. So this is where the loggia would be, an enclosed area from which the family and house guests might view formal gardens, which is cool. I'm assuming formal gardens will be out this way. Well, it's very hour slitty, so it might be an early. This might not be the loggia itself, but out here is a golf course. Also, it wasn't a golf course in those times, but there would have been formal gardens here probably at one point. So there was a bit of defence. The grass earthworks there is a kind of ravelin, as I thought it would be. A kind of defence for attackers from that direction. that is a ravelin, and see what's in the castle itself, or the palace itself of the castle. A few different rooms to explore. For over 400 years, a formidable castle guarded the crossing point where the rivers Bogie and Devon meet. The Earls of Fife built the original Peel of Strathbogie around 1190, but it was the mighty Gordons who made the stronghold their own from the 14th century and who renamed it Huntly Castle. A visit to their chief medieval residence reveals the dramatic story of one of Scotland's greatest baronial families. This is a noble ruin in a beautiful setting, remarkable both for the quality of its architecture and for its eventful history. In medieval times, Aberdeenshire was truly Gordon country, and Huntly Castle, the family's ancient seat, mirrors the rise and the decline of the Gordons. The surviving remains also reveal the story of development of the castle in Scotland, from the motte and bailey of the 1100s, through the tower house of the later Middle Ages, to the stately stone palace of the Jacobean era. The back announces itself, but the front's still impressive as well. If you look at the front piece here of the main entrance, and we go up and up and up and up and up. I'm not sure if any has been repaired or restored, or whether that's all original. I would say some of it's possibly been restored. Quite stunning car front piece. The Archangel St Michael at the top, and then in the roundel below, the panel depicting the risen Christ, and then below that more Catholic imagery, including the arms of Christ, flanked by Christ's Passion and Resurrection, which is the square one there. You've then what looks like the coat of arms of James the Sixth and Anne of Denmark, his queen, and then below that the coat of arms of the Marquis and Marchioness of Huntly. So you've got the situation here. You've got the Lord and the Marquis and Marchioness of Huntly at the bottom. Above them is the King and Queen. Above them is Christ, and above them is the Archangel St Michael. So there's a lot of religious affiliation there, just being described in that one centerpiece. Don't know whether you can get in there, but they've shut it off from entrance here. The Great Hall. Oh, what a stunning fireplace. It's installed for Henrietta Stuart, the first Marchioness, in around 1600. The top panel, the kind of three-arched panel, probably has Catholic imagery that the Covenanters chipped off in the 1640s. Then you've got two triangular obelisks for the Marquis ancestry. The royal coat of arms for the Union Crowns in the middle. You can tell out the lion and the unicorn. And then an extract from Romans: to they that love God, all things worketh to the best. Monogram for Marquis and Marchioness down the bottom, just above the lintel. Then to the left of it is the Gordon Camp family coat of arms, and then the Lennox family coat of arms, and then knights and chainmail supporting the lintel down the bottom. We're in the guts of the castle now. Obviously higher floors in here, which is amazing. And those are the more traditional looking fireplaces I'm used to. It's a shame we can't get in that chamber, looks like we can't. This is where the toilet is now. It's not. There is a place where there's one of the oldest toilets in Scotland. Oh, I thought, was it Elco Huntingtown had that distinction? They're always playing off each other, I suppose. So we've got another fireplace here. Maybe not as grand as the one in the other room, but... So we've got... The lintel carries portraits of the Marquis, George Gordon, and his wife, Henrietta Stewart. A shield in the centre bore the couple's coat of arms, and you can see the respective family mottos. Bidand meaning abiding or steadfast for the Gordons, and Avondale meaning advance or forward for the Marchioness's Lennox connection. Okay, again, steps that you could actually go up further, but because of the one-way system at the moment, you can't. So they go up to another floor, potentially. Okay, let's get down these stairs. Oh, that's what was covering it. It's ornate decoration there. Lovely. The servants' quarters. This is where they would sleep. I was wondering where they were. Not the biggest display, but still, look at the quality on that one. Yes, HES has not disappointed when it comes to stonework. Once again. So these were from the roof. And these were on the walls. And oh look, there's an old door. There's even graffiti on it, if you can see that. I wonder how much is modern, how much is of the period. Ooh, looks like we're in the main kitchen. Look at the size of that fireplace. That's a big one. Yep, there's a chimney. All the way up there's a chimney. Whoop, another room. Another fireplace. We haven't found the toilet. Maybe it's shut off at the moment. Any further? It can't be any further. Oh, that's the entrance the other way. Maybe the toilet's on the higher floors. But it's certainly not on the floors we can access at the moment. So I'm looking at the guide here just to go through some of the bits about the Gordons. And the Gordons rapidly became the most powerful family in North East Scotland thanks to the support of the Crown after the Wars of Independence. Alexander II Lord Gordon was made Earl of Huntly around 1445 and extended the family's landed interest by acquiring the lordship of Badenoch with its castle at Ruthin near Kingussie, and he changed the family name from Seaton to Gordon, thereby preserving the Gordon lineage. Alexander supported James II in the conflict with the Black Douglases, and was the king's lieutenant in the northeast, and married James's sister Annabella, which is where the royal linkage comes in. Black Douglas's power was ended in 1455, and he got the opportunity of capturing the Douglas castles of Darnaway and Lochindorb. The Earls of Huntly became the undisputed power in the north, and James IV in 1506 gave Alexander III Earl a charter allowing him to change the name of the residence from Strathbogie to Huntly. The change was probably suggested by Huntly, an attempt to make the earldom and castle synonymous. Even so, Strathbogie was the name that the castle was known as until into the 1600s. Many royal visits, including James IV and Mary Queen of Scots, who did it as part of a progress of touring Scotland when she came back. But the person who's most well known for the castle is George Gordon, the fourth Earl. So he's known as the Cock of the North. He was the most powerful northern family. He was also Lord Chancellor and nephew of James V through his mother, one of the daughters of James IV rather. He travelled in Marie de Guise's entourage in 1550, and it gave him the means to travel and remodel the palace as well into a cosmopolitan fashion that we see today. But the fall of the Marquis of the Gordons comes after the sixth Earl becomes Marquis of Huntly and sets about remodelling the palace. Castle's rebuilt, and James VI doesn't seem to visit it, but the first Marquis is actually buried at Elgin Cathedral, close to his ancestor. I thought I recognised the name. And the second Marquis, George Gordon, continued the building, but it was the Gordons' support of King Charles I in the English Civil War. There was his downfall. The castle was taken over by the government troops during the Jacobite Rising in 1745, but the Duke of Richmond and Gordon placed the ruin to state care, and the lodge was gifted to the Huntly Lodge was gifted to the nation. So, yeah, a bit of a downside after the Civil War in regards to the Gordons and their fate. But the castle itself is very stunning. That's it from me. Thanks very much, guys, for watching as always. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and share it with the hashtag teamstructor. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell if you like the channel as a whole, so you know when a new video comes out. But general rule, every Sunday at 4 PM GMT. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.